What's going on, guys, and welcome back to our Surviving Java series. And today we are jumping back into doing farms after getting all of our Halloweeny style projects done. It's because we've not actually done a farm in around about 3 or 4 episodes now, and I'm getting itchy to actually do a farm. So I thought that we could work on a farm of one of the newer resources that was added in 1.19, and that is the Froglights, which means we have to then play around with frogs, getting the different frog variants. And I have designed a farm, and I've put aside a whole bunch of resources in order to do this. Like, we've got the tadpoles from when we raided the mangrove swamp, so we've got them at hand, and I do believe there's only 3 colours of frogs. So if we get like 9 of each of the frogs, that being said, we are going to need leads. Leads, I do believe I'm putting away in my little storage area back here. Leads, there we go. I need to get the leads in order to drag them along. And we also need to go and get some powdered snow. Which ones? There we go. You can have the leads. And then let's eat quickly. So to get powdered snow, when powdered snow was first added, Stake put up a big set of cauldrons just down here. So if we go to a temporary waypoint, just so we know exactly where we're going, can we get up and out of this hole? And up. It would be easier if I just went to like a nether portal, but I'm not too sure what the closest portal is that goes there. Let's bring up our waypoints. 3,000 blocks, I guess I'll meet you over there. Alright, so we're over here at this ridiculous amount of cauldrons. Like, I think he raided every single iron farm that there was in order to do this. I'm fairly sure he did have a bunch of them already put aside, which is excellent for us because we need to get 6 shulkers worth of these friggin' powdered snow buckets. I did bring buckets with me, so at least I won't be stealing all of his buckets. But I will be taking all the ones that are already here, so that way the basic farm design is sort of like the generic version, where you use powdered snow for breaking down the magma cubes, and then once they're the smaller variants, the ones that the frogs can eat to spit out the froglights, then that's what it's going to be doing basically. I completely lost my train of thought as I was talking. Yeah, so it's a case where you sort of limit how much room that the magma cubes can jump up, and then the powdered snow kills the larger ones because they're stuck in the powdered snow, and then the frogs eat the little ones, and depending which frog eats the little one is what determines the frog-like colour or variant that comes out. And I do believe it's like the only one I can remember the name of is Verdant or Verdant, and I don't even know if I'm saying it correctly. I'm sure we'll find out once we've got the frogs and we're actually getting the Froglights. But let me get all of these, head back to base, collect the resources, and then I will meet you back over where we are going to be getting the actual frogs from. Because I've had to portal into every single variant, or the 3 variants of climates. So I do believe it's like cold climate, the temperate climate, and then a warm climate. Luckily, it's not that far away from each one. This is going to be taken up by mainly buckets, which I'm not sure is ideal. What I will do though is actually go round and collect and restock all of these powdered snows. Can we get these buckets out? Put these ones in. Put these buckets in here for a second while we go and grab some more. And that should be all of our powdered snow that we need, which is happy days. So yeah, I guess I'll meet you. I'm going to collect the resources back from base after doing this, all these buckets, and then once I collect the resources, I'll take you over to where we're actually going to be building a farm, and we're going to start getting the turtles from the different biomes and all the different colours. So I'm sure something will go awry when trying to do that, but yeah, I guess I'll meet you over there. Okay, so we're over at the location of where we want the frog farm. Obviously it needs to be in the basalt deltas, so that way we only get the magma cubes spawn in here rather than all of the other crap that tends to spawn in the nether in other biomes. So we've got all of our resources set aside, all of our powdered snow. By the way, placed in powdered snow is probably going to be the most tedious part of building this. So we've got our deep slate and we've got glass, wall, redstone and whatnot for our rail. We are going to need the leads. We've got ice on us and we've got one portal there, and then if we bring up our waypoints, we've got another one, 275 blocks in that direction for the cold frogs. So the one in this area is going to be our warm climate ones, which I do believe, is it the green frogs that are the warm ones? Well, we'll find out one way or the other, but it'd be nice to know beforehand. We also don't want them like piecing out as soon as they grow up. Can we make, say, just a small little pond? Sheep, go away, please. Otherwise you're going to interrupt everything I try to do. Yeah, if we just sort of like fill this in. So if we go, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, create all of you. Just create a little pond, and then we could throw out 8 of our doofers. What are they called? Tadpoles? Yep. 1. Oh my god. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8 and 9. Happy days. So yeah, it's just going to be a waiting game for these guys to grow up, and once they grow up we can grab them and try to drag them through into the nether. Do that because I know I'm going to have to sleep the night away once or twice. So yeah, waiting game. Catch you back in a sec. Alright, so they're all starting to grow up now. It's been 2 in-game days of just sitting here staring at them, and they're all going a little bit nuts. Can they breed in the water? So I was thinking is that just in case we end up losing them, if we can like breed them whilst they're in the water, that way we have some backups here. Okay, that should be. Okay, just keep on. Take the slime balls out of our hand. I don't know if they need more water than that, or if it needs to be like too deep for them to do it. Maybe it needs to be too deep. Guys, come on now. I need you to stop like jumping around. Oh my god. As long as you hold click, you won't actually punch them, provided the first click that you do, they're not currently jumping. So if we go, thank you. Come on guys, let me place the block. That. Okay, hopefully that should be alright. For some reason in my head I got this bad idea that if I accidentally hit one that they would attack me, but they're frogs so they shouldn't actually attack. And no. Okay, that's now too deep. I don't know if they need more water than that or not, but we'll find out. Let's see if they can breed again. Unless it does need to be bigger than like a 3x3 or a 4x3. Let me expand this a bit, and then after I've got them to breed successfully, then we can start moving them. Alright, so what it needs is that you need a bit of land for them to crawl up onto. They can't actually lay their spawn unless they're on land. I thought they was able to do it in the water, but apparently I was completely wrong. I learned something new, okay? I don't know everything about Minecraft. This is going to be difficult, trying to get them all on leads and into the nether. I don't think you could pick up frog spawn either. I think you have to wait for them to be tadpoles if you want to move them. Is that everyone? You. Come on, guys. Behave. Thank you. Try to get everyone. Come on. I think I'm going to have to put like a temporary roof over their heads as well, once I've got them tied up in the nether. Okay boys, let's go. Orderly file please. Really? Why are you coming round? Okay, it's just you now. There we go. Grab our leads. Any more? I can't see any more, so I'm just going to assume that's all of them. Let me pick up all my bits and pieces. Let's grab silk touch pick, thank you. Oh, crap. Fairly sure I'm missing a couple of leads. I'm hoping that they're on the other side. And they should all be on like a cooldown from being able to go back through the portal. So hopefully I shouldn't have to worry about that. And you. How many is that? Oh, I think one went back through. Oh, no. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing 3. So if we go tie all of you lot up, and then to stop them from jumping, I think we're going to have to throw, say, some black glass above them, because they can jump high enough in order to not only detach, but also to damage themselves, which is, I think, a little bit of an oversight on Minecraft's part, to be honest with you. Let's do that. 2, 3. Oh, come on, really? How? Get off. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just going to do this all the way along, so that way when we tie up the rest, we're not going to have the issue of them killing themselves. 3. Alright, I got the last 3, and I got the glass roof just above here. Okay, so there's... There we go. So you can actually tie 9 of them to the same fence post. Okay, I'm going to go do the... I do believe this is the temperate, and then we can go and do the cold biome one, which is over in that direction. But yeah, it's going to be pretty much the same thing. Me sort of setting up like a little paddling pool, letting the tadpoles grow up, and then transporting them over here. But once I'm over in the cold area, and I've done that one, and I'm ready to bring them over, I will bring you back. Okay, so final batch, and I don't know if this is like true to nature. Are green frogs only really found in cold climates then? Or is this just a mechanic that Minecraft has chosen to add to the game? I did almost lose one of the temperate ones, the ones in the plains, because he grew up in a wall taking tick damage. Which was a little bit annoying, but it didn't die, and I managed to get it over into the nether and tie it up. Okay, I think that's all of them grown now, so... I've got a zombie that's been hounding outside this little box that I've made, and my god, it's been driving me crazy. Thank you. Okay, you lot just go up there and lay your frog spawns, so that way if I lose any of you, we can try again. It should be 4. There we go, that's 4. And we can break you. And then what we could do is just lure all of these through here. Rather than trying to tie them all up, if we just have... Yeah, this is where you walk through. Come on. And you. Come on, guys. I'm fairly sure that there's an advancement for getting all 3 on the leash, but I don't know if that is getting all 3 together or having all 3 on a lead at any given point. I did figure out that if I have slime balls in my hand when I go through the portal, oh, okay, I thought my game was about to crash then. Then if you just stand parallel to the actual portal, then none of them will try jumping back through. That one's cursed, I don't know where he's off to. So 5, 6, 7... 5, 6, 7, 8... Are we missing a dude? Hopefully he's not gone down there. Okay, lead... 1... Yeah, when the squad hops into town. So it is just having them all on a lead at any given point, but not simultaneously. Am I counting right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm missing one. He must be like down below. But if we head back, is this the right way? No, it's that way. Sorry guys, we're going the wrong way. Okay, so if we head back over to here, let me tie these up. And then I may dip back to see if I can't spot where the final green frog has disappeared to. Because it's going to annoy me if I've got 9 of the other 2, but only 8 of these ones. It's a really silly thing for someone to get sort of annoyed by, but I don't know, it will just itch at my brain. It's either that or I kill one of the others from each group, that way we just have 8 each. But I'll check back to see if I can't spot the other one after I finish getting these guys back and tie them up. And then we can finally, I don't believe it's taken me like nearly 3.5, 4 hours just to get everything in line and everything sorted, just ready to start building the actual farm, and I've not actually started building the frog farm yet. But what we can do is once I've got these guys tied off, I'll go check for the last green frog, and then if I can't find him, kill off one of each of the other colours. So then we have 8 of each, and then we could just jump into a time lapse of building the actual thing. Oh my god, it's taken so long just to get to this point. Okay, you guys stay there. Let's quickly go to see if we can't spot the last green frog. Maybe he's gone through, or maybe he didn't come through at all. Let's have a look down here. Hello. Okay, so he's definitely not down there. And I imagine if he went down there, he wouldn't die from going down there. Oh, I was wondering what was killing my frames. It's the zombified piglin farm. And I can hear a frog. There you are. Okay, I'm really going to need you to go in or through the portal. Is he on cooldown, so I'm going to have to wait? Come on, guy. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to wait for him to go off cooldown. So, yeah, once I've got this guy over that, we could just jump straight into the time lapse now, rather than you watching me do this. So, yeah, I guess I'll meet you after I finish building up the farm. Alright guys, so the build's done, frog's in place, and we've got tons upon tons of magma cubes spawning, as you can probably tell from the very short time lapse of it running. It's only been 20 minutes of me being up here. I just wanted to sort of gauge the sort of rates at which we're going to be getting the Froglights. And yes, I did make it in the shape of a frog because, well, why not? And quite frankly, I think like I went overboard on this farm. I don't think it even needs to be remotely as big as I've actually made it, because I was like looking at it in a free cam view when it was running, and yeah, it was just ridiculous, like the rates that they're spawning in at. Oh my god. All of my Optifine light updates, because the lights fall in on the ground when the frogs eat them, obviously giving off a light. So yeah, it's affecting my FPS quite a bit. Well, not what I wanted to do. And wow, in 20 minutes we got like half a double chest of these. So we've got Pear Lesson, the Okri and Verdant. I don't know why they didn't just name it yellow, green and purple. But yeah, we have got a fairly, you're not meant to be in there, a fairly reasonable amount. Also getting magma creams, which is good if we want to craft up some fire resist potions. But then again, we get ridiculous amounts of them from the Pickering trading hall. But yeah, we are getting just a ridiculous amount coming in, and it's just like non-stop from this farm as well. And I've not seen any of the frogs like die in any way whatsoever. Having the half slab where it is actually stopping them from being able to jump up too high and obviously taking full damage, or getting stuck in the powdered snow too much, so then they start taking tick damage from it. But yeah, this is going to be one of the farms that I imagine we could do like one AFK session at, and then that will be us done. Like, we won't need to come back here for a very, very long time. Not unless we decide to build primarily out of just these blocks. But yeah, I think that's definitely probably going to do it for today. It's been a... this is actually one of the very few episodes I've managed to design a farm and get everything sort of harvested and gathered and planned, and then like sort of design the farm and then build the farm, get the mobs into place. I've done this all within the space of a day, which is like a record for me, to be honest with you. But nevertheless, hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.